Not on my watch, Adam. How you doing today?
I'm doing great. Is that your Ice Cube impersonation?
That is. I subjected Adam to this movie, and I don't feel even remotely bad
Well, it took all of
whatsoever.
my free will to get through it, I'm
It
telling you.
did. So, if you haven't heard, one of the worst movies ever made just came out. Easily the worst movie of the year, and it's War of the Worlds on Amazon Prime. So, if you have Amazon Prime, you can watch this for free. I highly recommend it. Adam probably would not.
It was a
I think it's
struggle. It was a definite struggle to get through. So,
it depends. If you like watching horrible movies with your friends and making fun of them, this is like prime horrible movie watching so bad it's funny material. Okay.
right.
This has a 0 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yes.
Get you if you
How is
can
that even possible?
yes, not one person in the reviewer section is like, you know what, this is somewhat decent. No, a complete 0. So
Yeah.
mhm.
Go ahead. So, what do you want? Why did you, first of all, why did you want to review this movie?
Well, I saw everyone talking about this movie, saying the worst movie ever came out. I remember the original World of, well, not the original, but the
The Tom
earlier War of the
Cruise
World with Tom
2005?
Cruise.
Yeah.
Yeah, running, there's a fantastic action scene in that movie. I think one of the best. I haven't seen the movie in a long time, but at the time I saw it, it was one of the best action scenes I've ever seen, which is Tom Cruise running through the city as the alien is like vaporizing everyone around him and they're just like turning to dust and he's like trying to get back home. And when he gets back home, he's just like covered in like the dust of dead
Of
people. And
the
I was like, oh
people.
my
Yeah.
God, like this is just insane. Totally insane. And I saw people talking about this saying it's the worst movie ever. And I'm like, okay, how can this be? It's got Ice Cube in it. It's got Ice Cube in it, Adam.
Well, I did like Friday. Friday was one of my favorite movies. So, this is not as good as Friday. It might be as
No.
funny as Friday, but in an unironic way.
And it's got what's his name? The Agent of Shield guy is in it.
Yeah, that's
Phil
pretty
Coulson.
crazy.
Phil Coulson is in this movie. Okay. We got Phil Coulson. We got Ice Cube. We got aliens.
I think we should
So
start with the good thing about the movie
it's
is,
only an hour and 20 minutes long.
well, that aside from that. So the thing that people constantly complain about War of the Worlds is it has a real Deus ex machina ending, right? The aliens just kind of magically die from the Earth's viruses. They weren't
Yes.
prepared for the viruses, stupid aliens, right? That
Which
you'd
is
think they
kind of
would prepare
stupid
for.
and not sensical at all.
Right, right.
You're like,
So they
they came
actually fixed
across.
that in this movie.
Yeah, yeah. You know what? That's a good point. The aliens
It's
that come
like the
across
one
time and
thing.
space.
It's like the
Yes.
one thing. And they destroyed everything else. But they
Yes.
fixed that ending.
Well, and also they fixed not just that it seems silly that aliens would be able to traverse through time and time and space to get to
Right.
the
Yeah, but
Earth
not be prepared for
and not
the
be prepared for germs. But then
yes.
also it creates the problem where it's anticlimactic because the main characters are not like they're not doing
Yeah.
anything to defeat the
Yes.
aliens. Where in this movie, the main characters actually do something to defeat the aliens. Now
It's
it's stupid.
ridiculous.
Yeah,
It's
completely
completely
retarded.
contrived.
Yes, it's
It
completely
makes
insane.
absolutely no sense. Oh, look, they're half biological and half mechanical. We'll
Yeah,
just take our biological virus and digitize it.
just to skip ahead a bit because we're gonna go through the movie. So this is like insane. The aliens come to Earth. Okay, the reason given for the aliens to come to Earth is that they want
Mm-hmm.
our data.
Yeah, exactly.
The aliens want our data. Now you might be saying, "What does that mean, Sitch? What do you mean they want data?" Well, we're not told what that means. We're just told that aliens want data. I don't know what that means. Why would aliens want Earth data?
Yeah, that doesn't make a lot of sense. But keep in mind, this movie was funded by Amazon.
And
And what does
Amazon wants all
Amazon
your data.
want?
I
Exactly.
understand why Amazon. That's the irony. So, if you haven't seen this movie, the main character Ice Cube works for the NSA, and he has one of those magic spy computers that Hollywood has that lets you have access to all information in the entire world by typing in like a couple prompts. And the irony is that it's supposed to be an anti like government spying on people movie, and you're right. The whole and it's all like an advertisement for Amazon, and Amazon, they want all your data. Amazon is the aliens that wants to consume all your data for their own profit.
They do, yeah. Very subversive.
Yes. But I'm like, watch this movie, and I shit you not, the aliens, they land and they go to government data centers to like absorb the data. And at first, it sort of just explained like dumb Hollywood magic where they somehow can use government data to hack every military piece of, every jet and every car and every tank, apparently, and every boat that the military have, apparently is like wirelessly connected to a central computer by the government. So the aliens can hack all military equipment at the same time
Yeah, nothing in
just
this
by
movie
hacking.
makes any
Right.
sense
So,
whatsoever.
but at least like that's obviously not how cars work, right? Every car is not wireless. Every
Well,
military tank and jet can fly without like a wireless fucking Wi-Fi connection.
didn't
I
they
know they're
take
very
out all the
high-tech
satellites in the
equipment.
beginning of the movie? Don't they say, "Oh yeah, they took out all our satellites"?
They do, but then everyone's still
Yet, but
calling each
yeah,
other
everyone's
and has
making
the
phone
internet
calls
and
all over the
yes.
place and Zoom
Yes.
calling, and it's
Well,
fucking
they say
ridiculous.
in the beginning they say like, oh, they took out all the satellites and they're taking out all the power, across the country. And then every scene, everyone has a cell phone and power and an internet connection.
They call a homeless guy on the street.
Yeah, you're right. They call a homeless guy on the street. They're like, you homeless guy, we need you to help with this advertisement for Amazon Prime drone delivery that we're doing.
Yeah, exactly. We need you to flip the drone over. So, do you want
But
to go through
yes.
a basic rundown of the plot? I mean, there is a plot here. I think the biggest complaint I have is the movie feels completely claustrophobic because of the style of filmmaking. And I think the filmmaker might have been cringe enough to think, I'm going for the kind of Birdman, Michael Keaton, like this is a genre breaking style here. Did you see Birdman, where Birdman is one continuous
When
cut
no, I did
of the
not. But
entire movie?
I'm aware of it, but no, I
Okay,
didn't.
so it's basically like one continuous cut of the entire movie. And that
Hmm.
movie for me was exhausting. Finally late in the third act, they break that convention of not cutting, and they finally cut, and they cut to a bunch of different things, and I just gasped for air as if I was being held beyond my will for this entire movie.
That's interesting. That's
But
interesting.
this is that times 10, because not only is the convention of the movie this weird thing where he's on Zoom calls the whole time and calling and texting. I mean, you basically get 2 hours of screen time watching this movie. It's like you're playing on your phone the entire movie. So
Yeah, the majority of the movie, if you I don't know if you
the
could scrub
majority,
through.
the entire movie, they
Well,
never, when do they go outside?
no. I meant like there are times where they like zoom into the screen and they zoom into individual people, but a lot of the movie is this like backdrop where Ice Cube or someone else is like a tiny square in the bottom right in a Zoom call, and they're like he's like hacking things, and then when it's so horribly shot too because you're right, like whenever it cuts to a close up because it's everyone on their phone or on their laptop camera, it's like the camera is 2 inches away from their face.
Yeah, it's ridiculously unflattering for so many
No,
people.
and it's horrible. It's horrible. The whole You have an alien invasion movie where the main character spends 99.9% of the movie in one room looking at a computer
Yes.
screen. Now,
Yes.
I think you can't there are ways to do movies like this. You have movies like Phone Booth where, Colin Farrell spends the entire movie in a phone booth, which I remember liking.
Hmm.
There are other movies that take place that are just in one room, one conversation in one room or something.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Now you have to be a very talented filmmaker to do a premise like that. It's going to be an entire movie that takes place on one guy's computer. You're gonna have to be very talented to do that. This is not, and you're gonna need top tier acting talents. Okay, you're gonna need better than Ice Cube, who right in the beginning of the movie. So Ice Cube he works for NSA, and he spies on people for the government. And Eva Longoria works for NASA. And she right in the beginning of the movie, she calls Ice Cube on the computer and she's like, "Hey, Ice Cube, I don't know if you've seen this, but there's like insane weather happening for the last 2 days in major cities." And she plays a little video for him and it shows like entire like giant mile long, like miles and miles long thunderstorms that are going crazy in major cities across the world, according to her, for 2 days straight. And not only does he not know this, which I don't know how that's fucking possible,
Yeah,
that you couldn't know that that's
exactly.
something insane like that was happening. Okay. But he reacts like, oh, I don't know anything about that. Click, hang up. Like, he's not even like, what the fuck? This is insane. What's happening? There's a permanent thunderstorm over New York City, and he's just like, oh, whatever.
He's very invested in his work. He's trying to apprehend some suspect that
But
actually
she,
relates to the plot of it. So
yes, but she even says that the storms are so bad that NASA satellites can't see what's going on, which I don't even know what that means. Like, what do you mean they can't see what's going on?
the
You mean they
satellites
can't
are
see?
in the storm.
Yeah, are
The
they like,
storms are so bad that they go to space.
yes, like what does that mean? I don't know what that means. To me, they can't see the ground because the storms are there or something. I don't know. They never explain what that means. And then Ice Cube's response to this is he says, I watch people, not the weather. Hangs
Yes,
up.
one of the best lines of the movie. Bum, bum,
It's like,
bum. I'm a
we're supposed to
people
believe this.
watcher. I spy on people in their bedrooms.
Yes, yes. We're supposed to believe this guy's smart. And it's like he has no curiosity for the fact that the planet is engulfed in massive storms for the last 48 hours. Just like, whatever. Who cares?
Yeah. His
Then they
Go ahead.
establish that he has a family, he has a daughter and a son, and his daughter, who he's by the way, he like spies on everyone. He's like super spies on everyone. He's definitely using his government powers of surveillance in a completely unethical, immoral way. He's hacking his own daughter's phone. He hacks, okay, his daughter who's pregnant is like buying food at a Starbucks or something, and he hacks the camera inside the Starbucks because he has God powers. He can hack anything anywhere. He hacks into the Starbucks security camera, sees what she's ordering, calls her, and is like, "You need to order better food for your baby."
Right. Yeah. Eat
What
some
the fuck?
eggs.
Yes, eat some eggs.
Put the donut down.
What's weird, he's like criticizing her for drinking soy milk. I was like, what? Like all the things to drink. And then his pal, okay, her dad is a literal god because not only did he hack the Starbucks, he hacks her refrigerator. Her refrigerator has a camera inside of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your
And he
refrigerator doesn't have a camera set?
no, my camera refrigerator does not have a camera inside of it. And he hacks the refrigerator and he looks at what's inside her refrigerator, and the computer brings up like these little boxes that
Yes.
shows
The
the exact
details.
like the exact contents of the refrigerator with like labels and everything. I'm like, this is the most high-tech computer ever. What the fuck's happening?
The nutrient content of the refrigerator is in the display, the
Yeah.
heads up
Yes.
display.
Yes. I was like, holy shit, this is incredible. And he's like, you haven't bought enough good oh, you're right, the nutrition. I didn't even notice that in the movie. It
it's
says
it's information overload on all this
yes,
stuff.
nutrition intake, 35% fat, 32% carbs. Oh my god, that's incredible. That's incredible.
Where's the refrigerator at?
It's at 5 minutes and 9 seconds.
Okay.
If you want to bring this up, this is like insane. You can see it.
Oh, there's the hack of the Starbucks.
Yes, yes. So the dad's like a kind of like a huge a-hole who's very overbearing. He spies on his family. So he's yelling at her, even though we find out that she's a like some kind of genius biochemist.
You
And it's
gotta mention that. So his son is the head of some hacker collective
well, we
that's
don't know
releasing.
that, Adam. Okay, that was a surprise twist.
Okay, well, I'm spoiling the surprise twist. It just so this guy not only is his daughter coming up with some sort of super virus that
Super cure virus.
is going to be instrumental. So she's top tier in biology and he's
Yes.
top tier in hacking. The
Yes.
anonymous type hacking collective. So he's
Which
got
is weird.
two kids that are like Nobel laureates
Which
just
is
by
weird because
coincidence.
he hacks into his son's computer and his son's playing a video game and he deletes the video game off of the computer.
Yeah.
And he's like, you need to get a real job. And the kid's like, no, I'm going to be a streamer or something. This is my job. And he's
He's
like, no,
like
you need
playing
a
video
real
games
job.
is my job. Yeah.
Right, right. And then when you find out that the kid is this elite government hacker who could hack information, even his dad couldn't hack. You're like, how the fuck did his dad hack into his computer?
Yeah, how did he delete the video game?
Yeah, shouldn't he have been able to like stop that?
He must be throwing him off the set.
So there's in the beginning of the movie,
As soon
he's
as the kid came in and said, "I got to talk to you about something, Dad," I knew he was the
you
hacker.
knew he was
I
a
knew
hacker.
instantly. Okay, well, he's the hacker.
Yes. The plot before the aliens come is that there is you can kind of see it if you go to 350. There's like a very generic anon kind of looking
Oh
hooded
yeah, yeah,
figure
yeah.
who's like, I'm going
Disruptor
to
live stream.
yes, I'm going to release on the youtube.com that the government has a secret hacking Goliath program where they look and collect all of everyone's data, knows everything. And Ice Cube says, it's hilarious. He says, not on my watch, like off screen.
I just what is the is this good to have the WhatsApp and the GitHub and the Zoom icons all on the side? I mean, wouldn't this scene be better if they just focused on the actual subject matter of the
It
scene?
adds, it makes it more realistic. Okay.
This movie just
He's got my documents
you're
icon in the desktop there.
you're
So
exhausted by how much information is being thrown at you here. Look at this. You got to know that he's got disruptor belief folder.
yes, brief, but
Mhm.
it's and oh, so when it's so weird too because when he's talking about when I first watched this movie and he's talking about like the government spying on everyone, I assume he meant what Ice Cube was doing currently
Mhm.
because Ice Cube has a computer. I shit you not that like he can go into any camera anywhere in the entire world. There's always drones flying around constantly in the sky that he can just jump to and track anyone. He can see every license plate. He has facial
He,
recognition for every person. He could literally like he just clicks on a person and he could hear their fucking phone call. And I assumed at the beginning of the movie that this top secret spying program is what he's doing. And then we find out later in the movie, no, there's an even secreter top
right.
secret
This
government
is
program that has even more data. And I'm like, what more fucking data is possible at this
I
point?
know. This is the normie program that he's in, the one that has
Yes.
godlike powers. There's one moment when he zooms in. Well, he doesn't zoom in. He sees a license plate, right? And the
Mm-hmm.
license plate is like 3 pixels, and he selects it. And the computer reads the plate. You're going, what the fuck? That plate was
Computer
not
enhance.
legible.
Yes.
He never did the enhance. He
It
just
just does.
magically knew what the plate was.
It's
It's
and then
crazy.
yeah, but I'm just wondering this whole time. I'm like, what is the more data spying program? Like, can it read people's thoughts through Wi-Fi or something? Like, what the fuck is like what is even more invasion of privacy than what Ice Cube is currently doing right now?
Yeah, this is they try to touch on that a little bit at the end,
Yes.
but
Oh, hmm
very unsubstantively.
so I will say, I feel like everyone else in the movie, like the acting in the movie, is all not great. It's all pretty bad. But Ice Cube is easily the worst, which is weird because he's the protagonist. His children, I don't know if they're like big actors or anything, I've never seen them before, are like 10 times better at acting in this movie than Ice Cube is 100% phoning this in.
It's difficult because the performances are bad, but they're shot so horribly as well.
Like his
That
daughter, she's like crying when she's like bleeding out and shit. I'm like, okay, like she's giving it her all. She's
yeah,
trying.
yeah, but it's still kind of ridiculous because it's like, is she holding her phone out like?
Right.
Like
Yeah, yeah,
what?
yeah. Well, yeah,
What
like that's a good
exactly is
point.
going
What
on?
is she? Yeah, how is this? What are we looking at here? That's a good point. Yes. So, oh, and then so he's like working with NSA. They're trying to find this guy named Disruptor who's going to release all this information.
Yeah, secret
Um,
government documents. So they're
secret, yeah,
trying
the
to
secret.
stop him. Then
Yes.
the aliens invade.
Well, but wait, before the aliens invade, he thinks he's found Disruptor's address, okay? And he pulls out a Staples that was easy button and presses it like 3 times.
Yes.
He
It's
gets
so
going,
bad.
yeah, baby. Like the active movie is Ice Cube looking at a computer screen and he does something and goes, yeah, baby. That was easy. Yeah, got him.
Hitting the easy button.
Yes. And I don't know why. Now this is weird
Classic.
too. I noticed a very weird little detail here, which is that so the FBI is like they're rating where they think Disruptor is, and instead of just kicking the door down like you'd expect in a raid, the FBI guy like pulls out like a lock picking kit and he like lock picks the door and opens it very gently. And I was like, could they not break the door for like were they filming in some real location and they're like, you can't break our door? So they did, like I just was wondering what was
They didn't.
happening.
They didn't have the budget to break down the door.
Is that what
We're
happened?
guys. We're gonna have to pick it. We're gonna have to insert the picking the lock scene.
There's a oh my god. I don't know if we can play clips. There's a clip here that is like the perfect reaction shot. Like if this movie was more popular, this would be the reaction shot. It's actually a meme shot. I don't even know why it's in the movie. Should we risk it or no?
Sure, I guess. I don't care.
Okay. If you go to 1920, there's it's right when the aliens land and he's like talking to his son on Zoom and there's like this super weird slow zoom in with like this like meme horn sound. That's so weird.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and I was like, why is this in the movie? What's happening?
I'm just gonna play a few seconds, right?
You play it, yeah, play for 5 seconds. Yeah. You'll know when to stop it.
There's no audio. Hold on, let me
No,
get
no, you
the
gotta bring up
audio.
the you gotta bring up the audio. You need the horn sound effect.
Is it when he's screaming, right?
It's right now, it's after the dad says no, and then it cuts back to his son.
Oh, okay, yeah. Here we go. What the heck is that? They stole that sound from the 2005 War of the Worlds. That
Wait, it just what
they
was that
had to.
weird like zoom in with the like he's looking confused. It's like
He's looking.
that's such a meme reaction.
He's looking up.
It's like when your girlfriend takes her pants off and her dick's bigger than yours. It's like
Oh my god, you're so bad.
it's like what is that?
It's just
Who made
all.
that?
This movie bugs the shit out of me. All this other crap on the screen.
Your
That's supposed to.
ADD must have been growing
That's
crazy.
supposed to be some sort of emotional moment, right? Obviously, he's looking up. He's about to die. You hear the big. That's the alien sound. But they have to have a map on here. They have to have all the phone controls. What are they thinking? Why can't they just zoom in on the actual action?
It's better to have a bunch. It's like, okay, you don't get it, Adam.
I don't. I
You're
really
used to
don't get it.
watching a movie where you go into a movie theater and there's like a giant screen in front of you that's playing the movie.
Oh,
But
can you imagine watching this in the theater,
but
Sitch?
oh
Come
my
on.
God, I would die. But but here in 2025, all right, when you're watching a movie on your phone or on your laptop, you have like 20 windows open. You're like doing your Amazon shopping at the same time. You're checking Instagram and TikTok. So you have the movie in like one window. You have all this other shit going on at the same time. So this is appealing to the youth demographic.
Is that what they're going for?
That's what they're going for, baby.
I guess I'm just not. I'm
You're
not.
just an old
This
man.
movie's not for me.
So yeah, so okay, so in the plot, they go
And then the
to
plot.
they go
What?
to a, yeah,
The
I know.
plot.
So they go to arrest Disruptor, and obviously it's like a fake location. It's not really where he's at. And as soon as they're like, "Oh, it's a fake," the aliens just start landing, and they come out and they just start blowing the crap out of everything. And the CGI is really bad.
See, that makes sense when it's really small in the middle of the screen because they're trying to hide the fact that the CGI is so bad.
Yeah, it looks like PlayStation 3 graphics, maybe like early PlayStation 3 graphics.
They use some actual war footage and they blur the faces of the soldiers out so they won't get in trouble.
Hmm.
It's really, I mean,
Well,
it's really
they
bad.
hide the CGI of the aliens by like whenever you like there's very few scenes where you actually see it clearly. It'd almost always be like some distorted camera. Like the cameras always magically get distorted when there's someone's trying to film the alien.
Oh,
Like it'll
yeah.
be
Yeah.
completely crystal clear for everyone's Zoom call, but when the alien shows up, it's like, oh my God, it's all this distortion. Ah.
Yeah, we ran out of money for this CGI, so just do the distortion effect and we'll cut away. That's what they were doing time and time again.
Yes. There's another wait, I'm seeing there's another really weird scene where like the FBI agent is like filming the alien coming out of the ground for the first time, and it she's like filming it and it cuts to Ice Cube watching because so much of this movie is Ice Cube just his face watching, and then it
Yeah, and
cuts to
reaction.
her face like she accidentally hit the selfie button while she was filming the alien. And
Over.
she just mouths silently shit, and then the alien pops up. Like, I don't know what the fuck was the point of that, but okay.
Right.
Oh, and then when the alien, so like right after the aliens show up, like almost exactly after the aliens show up, Ice Cube's son calls and is telling him, "I know why the aliens are here, Dad."
Yeah, I got
And
to talk to you. It's very
yeah,
important.
and instead of just being like, first of all, obviously, I would assume I'd understand why he's skeptical. He's like, "What? What do you mean you know why the aliens are here? What the fuck are you talking about?" But I'd be like, just tell me. Like, I'm in the middle of something. Just tell me whatever you want to tell me. But he doesn't. He's like, shut the fuck up. Just hangs up on his kid.
It starts off slow, like you think the kid is going to tell him he's gay or trans or something. But then
Yes,
he's like, no,
yes.
it's about the aliens.
I have something important to tell you, Dad, before I get killed by aliens.
I'm trans.
I'm
I'm
transitioning.
transitioning.
Well, I will say in terms of wokeness, it is interesting because on one hand, he does have a daughter who is a super biochemist, but in a role reversal, it is an interracial relationship, but the woman is black and the man is white, which is very interesting.
Yeah, and he's an Amazon. The white guy's an Amazon driver, and she's a super biochemist.
Yes. How did
Yeah.
they? How do you think they met? Like he was delivering her a package to her lab one day, and they just got the talking. She's like, "Yeah, I really like this
They met on
Amazon delivery
Tinder. That's
driver."
how everyone meets.
Oh, okay, okay. Let's see in my notes here. What happens next? Oh, so there's also a scene too where Ice Cube is like watching the aliens come out and like kill people for the first time, and he just goes, "Damn."
Oh, yeah. The damn.
There's a lot of like insane things happening on screen. People dying by the truckload. It cuts the Ice Cube, and he's just like, "Damn, that's crazy."
Yes. It's
Like, holy
he's
shit.
basically the character from Friday has grown up and is working for the NSA now.
Somehow he got an NSA job. He became a super hacker. Yes. Oh, yeah. So then they show that the aliens are targeting all the infrastructure. Oh, okay. Wait. So this is insane. The government tells, well, even though he's alone in this building, we never see another human being in the building. He's supposed to be in the NSA building.
Right.
Okay.
You think it would be
No, you never.
swamped with all these alien invasions going on,
Yeah,
right?
there's an alien invasion. He's in the NSA building. You never see a single live human in this building at any point except for him whatsoever. Like in this, I know when they filmed this, it was during COVID, but it's not supposed to be taking place during COVID. And even if it was during COVID, I can assume that there were people walking around the fucking NSA building. I don't think there's one person for every 1,000 feet of NSA office space. So he's in that. So he's doing the Zoom call, and this Ice Cube just so you can understand his importance. Ice Cube has a briefing with the president of the United States of America in how to respond to the aliens. Okay, this is how
Yes.
important he is.
Yeah.
This is his job is,
He's
and
huge.
so yeah, so uh, Coulson, Agent Coulson from Shield, is like, you need to create a briefing for the president. So he's like, I'm right on it, sir. So he goes to his magic computer, and his magic computer, like he just types in like display footage of alien attacks, and it just magically has like all the footage everywhere in the world of every alien attacking every place, already like posted on YouTube, completely clipped. And he just looks at it. I shit you not. He looks at each clip for like 5 seconds. Instantly, he's like, okay, I know where they're attacking, what they're doing. He writes like a little description, like they're attacking a power plant, they're attacking a dam, they're attacking, whatever. Right. He does this all. He does this all in about like 20 or 30 seconds. And after working on this brief for the president for 30 seconds, he then stops what he's doing and talks and picks up the phone and calls his daughter and spends the next 5 minutes talking to his daughter, who's being a fucking retard, which I'll get back to in a second. And after that phone call with his daughter, like the second it ends, he then jumps into the briefing with the president, and he's briefing the president on this 30 seconds of information. He spent 30 seconds getting information to brief the president. And it turns out his information that he gives the president is completely fucking wrong because he only spent 30 seconds thinking about this alien invasion and was calling his daughter because he tells the president, he's like, oh, due to my information that I spent 30 seconds looking at, we could see that the aliens are attacking critical infrastructure sites like power plants and dams and all this other stuff. And we should get the military to protect these sites. And the president's like, yeah, we're going to do that. And then it turns out the aliens aren't doing that. They're attacking data centers. And the fact that he had the military deploy these specific areas actually totally fucks them. And they never bring up the fact that Ice Cube's dumbass is part of the problem.
Of course not. He's the hero.
Oh my God. And it's weird too, because usually the stereotypical plot would be, oh, Ice Cube cares too much. And they put this in the movie, but he doesn't act like this. Ice Cube cares too much about his work. He doesn't have time for his family. This movie is filled with times where the government is like, there's an alien invasion. Ice Cube, we need your help. He's like, hold on. I'm going to put you on hold while I talk to my children on Zoom.
Yeah. There is a moment when the military is actually doing well against the aliens.
Yes.
Shockingly because he's dealing with his daughter. The aliens invade, and his daughter gets a huge spike through her leg. It's
rebar,
giant. Like it's not good.
What is her thought process? The aliens are invading. It cuts to he's trying to find his daughter. She's not answering her phone. She has an Apple Watch, so he can track her fucking pulse.
Yeah, her heartbeat and stuff.
Right. And he sees that she's still alive, and there's an alien invasion. And instead of her staying in the building or getting in a car, she's like, I'm going to just walk around outside.
Yeah, exactly.
Walk around outside. Not only is she walking around outside, she's like looking up at the fucking giant alien. And he's like, get out of there. I'm like, what is she doing? What are you doing? Get the fuck away from that. Are you stupid?
The aliens attack. Somehow in an explosion, she gets a huge piece of rebar through her leg. She manages to get up. He hacks a Tesla, gets her into the Tesla. The Tesla self-drives her to some location. And she's not doing good. I mean, she's losing a lot of blood. There's this huge piece of rebar.
Oh, she's also pregnant. Yeah.
Yeah, she's pregnant. So she's in this place bleeding out. He sends a message to her boyfriend and says, you got to get to her. You got to get to her. And then he goes to another call and he starts seeing that the military is doing well against the aliens. And he's dancing around the room. Woo, woo. Look, we're fucking kicking ass. And I keep thinking, I mean, isn't your daughter still like dying? Maybe you should concentrate on that instead of.
But the aliens are
way all over the place.
Yeah.
You could tell this was filmed. As an actor, when you're working on these projects, it's difficult to remember your emotional state for different scenes because they often shoot out of chronological order. You could tell, like, that was a giant fuck up because his mood should have been complete.
Supposed to keep track of that.
Of course, yeah. The director's supposed to come in and say, keep in mind your daughter is dying, but
yes, you
are making success, so have a tempered mood. It's not be like, woo, backflips.
There is an interesting concept here as a movie where you have this guy who is trapped in this location. He has to try to help the government fight aliens, but also he's trying to save his daughter. And it would be interesting. I feel like you could do this if it was very well written, very well acted, where he has to keep like trying to save his family, but he also has to save the world by like doing stuff for the government. Like that's kind of an interesting dilemma for a movie to concentrate on.
How does he not enlist the brother? Isn't the brother in the same location, same area? How does he not enlist the brother to go help his sister? The brother's like, hey, I'm working on this hacker thing. I got to talk to you. No, stop thinking about those conspiracies. Your sister's dying.
Yeah, I don't know. It never comes up.
It never comes up. Yeah,
it never comes up. They never ask he just asked the Amazon driver to
go. But several times it's hinted that both his daughter and his son have died. So
yeah, but it's very quick. Like, oh no, they're dead. And then 5 seconds later, it's like, no, they're fine. You're like, oh, okay. Oh,
So she pulls
and
out the rebar and now she's completely bleeding out, but the Amazon driver manages to get to her and duct tape her leg together like a tourniquet.
it's it's so ridiculous. So and this is happens later in the movie, so we'll go back for a second. But he he's I think it's the time period where he sends the woman that works for NASA into the building and he thinks she's like dead.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of like he thinks people are dead and they're not, where she gets attacked by aliens and then he just like kind of like hangs up on her while she's like dying to talk to his daughter. And the Amazon truck driver fiance is like, hey, your daughter's dying. What do I do? And he's like, I don't know what to do. And then the Amazon driver's like, I got it. And he pulls out the shipping tape and he's like,
Mm-hmm.
that's not gonna work. He's like, trust me, I'm an
I'm a
Amazon delivery driver.
I'm a professional.
I'm a professional. I know what I'm doing. And then it works. And you're like, well, why did they even call him in the first place? He didn't even help. He didn't do anything.
Yeah, he just told him it wasn't going to work.
See, here's how you would set up the scene, okay, to have interesting stakes. The daughter, he's like they're like, okay, you have to do a briefing for the president. So he's doing that. And then he checks on his daughter. She's not answering. So he freaks out. He sees that she's still alive, but he can't contact her. So he's like, okay. And then he starts doing the briefing. He sees his daughter's calling and he like just sends her like a message, just like just stay where you are and be safe, and just, like doesn't respond to her. And then after the briefing of the president, he calls her or she calls him and he picks up, and then she's already like fucked up. And it's like, oh my God, she got hurt because you didn't talk to her. Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Then that
So it's
establishes
on
some
your
kind of,
conscience.
yeah, like an emotional stake or conflict between, actually helping your children versus helping the world. You'd actually have some sort of conflict brewing in the story.
So the aliens are going after the data. They're not going after the strategic assets. It's the data that they want. There's
Well,
a
wait,
moment.
hold on. You're jumping ahead a little bit. So, oh, so the
Am
scene.
I? I mean, there's this is pretty thin plot.
I know, but there's
What
a
did I
lot to talk
miss?
about. There's so many like stupid things.
Such as like I want to go
I
into
wrote a
every
lot of notes for
detail.
this
Okay.
movie. Okay.
Oh my.
So the scene that you were talking about, like when the aliens land and
Mhm.
the military is able to get the entire military in the entire world, all is
Mhm.
able to deploy and join
Yeah,
forces in about
simultaneously.
10 minutes.
The
Okay.
Indian,
Yes.
the
America, China,
China, Russia,
yes,
all the
everyone.
militaries.
Yes, everyone in the entire world is able to just join forces here. And actually, wait, if you can bring it to 38 minutes
They
and
should have had
like,
a scene where Ukraine and Russia throw down their weapons and hug one another and then go
yes,
fight the
yes.
aliens.
So if you can get it to 38 minutes and 49 seconds, this is hilarious. So his magic computer, not only is the entire military able to deploy at like 10 minutes, but on his magic computer, it already has like this magic counter that says how many exact battles have occurred in the last 10 minutes, how many units have been deployed, how many casualties have been counted, how many aliens have been defeated. It's like all this information is like instantly available to him in like a second. And the military is just kicking the aliens. They're just kicking the shit out of these aliens. They're just blowing the crap out of these aliens left and right. And I was like, oh, like well, this is weird. Okay, like they're just these aliens suck. They don't have any sort of shielding. They're just getting knocked out by normal missiles and bombs and whatever. And then, as you were saying, yes, the aliens are like, oh no, the aliens are actually going towards the data collection centers, not the infrastructures. Ice Cube was wrong, and they have a little like penis tentacle that comes out of the alien tripod, which is kind of funny, and it goes into the computers and it like sucks up their data, and somehow using quote data that's able to disable every jet and every tank in boat in the entire world. Like you just see like all of a sudden all the jets just start flying out of control and all the tanks just don't work anymore. And I'm like, that's not how any of this works. You can't just remote hack every piece of fucking vehicle that the government owns.
Yeah, the data basically completely takes the military out of commission immediately.
Yes.
But it's a heartfelt moment when all of his Facebook photos get deleted.
Oh,
That
yeah.
really
Oh, yeah.
that
They're
really
like,
got to
I
me.
forgot about so I forgot about that. So there's this whole plot, like, well, this like comes up twice. His wife is dead,
Uh-huh.
and he keeps checking her Facebook, and it has a
Which
message in
is
it.
just fucking weird.
It's so funny. Talking about Tom Cruise again. Do you remember in uh
Did they steal that from the 2005 War of the Worlds?
no,
His
no, no,
wife
no,
is
no.
dead, right?
His
Or
wife
they're
is dead, but
divorced?
I don't
I don't know.
remember.
I
I
can't
was talking about
remember.
in, was it Minority Report? Remember
Oh
in
yeah,
Minority
yeah, yeah.
Report, Tom
Yes.
Cruise has
Very
like the
well.
video of his wife and child that he just keeps watching like
Yeah.
repeatedly.
He gets
Yeah.
high and watches that.
Right. Yeah, exactly, exactly. Or there's like a great bit in Community where Abed is filming Anna and she's like, I love you. And she like jumps on the bed and then Britta comes in. She's like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, Abed is filming the video if I ever get kidnapped or die that we can just watch on loop to remember me by. And the message that he has of his wife is so insane. It's 5 seconds long. And she says, remember to take out the trash and be nice to your children.
That's
I
what
love you. And then that's it. I'm like, you have to remind your husband to be nice to the children. Like, what the fuck is happening?
that's supposed to be what his goal throughout the movie. That's attempt at his character arc.
It's just it's everything is so on the nose, like ridiculous. There's a part where when the daughter is dying and he's like, I'm gonna leave the NSA building to come get you, and he
No,
can't
I
because
know.
everything's on lockdown. She's like, it's so ironic. You never want to leave your job, but the one time you can, you can't. Or one time you want to, you can't. I was like, oh my God. How
I
did
know.
you write that in a
They're
script?
laying it on thick.
Was this
This
script
is
written by AI?
there's this scene here. Where am I at? I'm at 40, 50,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a perfect example of the problem with this movie. There, there's the guy, the Amazon driver's reaction. There's
Mm-hmm.
Ice Cube's reaction, and there's the the pregnant woman covered in blood.
Yes.
It completely splits your focus. What the fuck am I supposed to focus on?
You're too old, Adam. Your neurons can't focus on three different
Okay.
emotional scenes at the same time.
Does this quadruple the emotional intensity of the scene
Obviously.
when you have all of these different competing images on scene on the screen at the same time? I would
Yeah.
argue it doesn't. Movies are about focus. You're supposed to focus.
Mm-hmm.
Movies look at something and say, this is the important part of the scene right here. This is what's important. This is just a mishmash of bullshit.
It is funny that just every other actor in the movie is so much better than Ice Cube.
And he's the star.
Yes. All the other people like acting their fucking hearts out in this piece of shit movie, and Ice Cube's just like asleep.
Just think he had to sit in this room for 8 weeks while they shot this fucking thing.
I guess that's true. Everyone else is like running around on an actual set doing things, and
They probably did all their stuff in a day.
he's just sitting there in front of a computer screen. So, oh, there's this really funny sequence when his daughter is first like in trouble and he tries to leave the building to get her. He just stands up and goes to like the door in the background
I
and tries to
know.
open it, and it's locked for some reason,
And he gives up.
and it's like, but it's like so flimsy, like you can tell it's like a piece of cardboard, like it's not a real door. And he just says in like an ADR line off screen because like his face isn't like it's the back of his head, so you can tell they dubbed it. He's just like, damn, lockdown. And he just gives up. He's like, I guess I can't leave. I was like, what is this? Oh my God.
He eventually gets out. One
Yeah,
of
so
my
then,
one of my favorite moments was
mhm,
when he gets fired from the NSA
yes.
and then immediately gives all of the hackers ultimate immunity. Like, how the fuck are you? You just got fired from your job, dude. How are you going to offer them immunity?
Well, yeah, and even if he didn't, even if he's just like some random NSA worker can't give people criminal immunity.
Of
That's not how
course they can't. But some
like
fired NSA
TSA.
worker is
Yeah.
even worse. Okay, I'm
Right.
giving all you guys immunity. How? You just got fucking fired.
Right.
You got locked out. They got you into the system again.
But so when the aliens are taking all the data,
Mm-hmm.
they, for some reason, which is never explained, I guess all the aliens are AI and they're like, we need training data. Give us your training data.
We're
They have to
here for your
invade other
training data.
planets for training data or something. That's the only explanation I could think of why they would want any of this fucking shit. Because at first, you think, oh, they just want the data to attack the military. It's like, no, no, they just want the data, period. And you're like, for what fucking purpose would they want data? That doesn't even make sense.
Mhm.
What do you mean they want data? What, aliens want to know what humans are doing? They're like, we must take over your planet so we can have all your data so that we can know what to sell you on Amazon Prime. So they, and it's not only do they want the data, but when the aliens steal all the data, somehow by the aliens invading government data centers, they're able to delete Facebook.
Yes.
They delete Facebook from the internet, or they delete all like the information from Facebook. So he's like, no, he's watching like all the little photos and like the message with his wife deleted by the aliens. I'm like,
Yeah.
why are the aliens doing this?
In this world, you can only move data from one place to another. You don't actually copy it.
I guess I was like, why did like
They
you
have
would
a
think he would have
scene
had
where
downloaded that audio recording of his wife, right? And all those pictures.
yeah.
You think he'd
Well,
have like a
how do you
copy
get
of them?
those pictures on Facebook? What the fuck?
Oh, well, they're just on the cloud, Adam. Okay, they're just gone forever.
There's a scene where he's looking at all of the server data being emptied like a gas tank,
Yes.
and
Yes,
you're
yes,
going,
yes.
okay, they don't want us to have the data.
Go to go to 4225 just so you can show people who haven't seen this movie. They could just see what this looks like. You have the giant this is you keep they keep showing this shot. You have the giant tripod with its little like dick stuck in a building. And then this is what it looks like when the aliens are taking the data.
Yeah, yeah, they
The aliens,
penetrate the building.
they're penetrating all our data. So then I think it's at this point that the son keeps trying to talk to him and he's like, Dad, I know what's going on. Dad, I know what's going on. And the dad is like, shut up. You don't know shit. You don't know anything that's going on. And then he finds out, I forget how exactly. I mean, I don't know if you remember. He somehow, oh, he like he hears the hacker disruptor. He says he puts out some YouTube video where he says that he knows why the aliens are attacking Earth, and he uses some language that's similar to his son. So he like copies the audio and like changes the pitch and does all this computer bullshit. And he's like, "Oh my god, it's my son's voice." So he calls his son. He's like, "You're the disruptor. You're the one we've been looking for." And he's like, "Yes, I am, Dad. But you don't understand. I know the truth. They're hiding the truth from you. They're hacking everything." And I thought like I thought the reveal was going to be that he was going to say, "Son, I know about the Goliath the hacking program the disruptor is trying to like expose called Goliath." I thought the reveal was going to be Ice Cube's going to say, "I know about the Goliath program, son. I'm in charge of it." Bum
I
bum
launched it.
bum. Right, because that would you would think that's what was going on
I
because his
launched it
dad.
to look after you.
Yes, you would think yes to make sure he's like I didn't want maybe you find out that his wife died in some way and he felt guilty and he's like I have to keep 24/7 surveillance on my children to keep them safe or something, right? Have
Yeah,
some emotion, some conflict, some stakes. But then we find out no, actually, his magic god computer program that spies on the entire world is not the top secret government spy program. There's an even more secretive top secret government spy program that somehow has even more information. What the fuck information could possibly be? We never know, and it's never explained to us. But his son sends him, it's so funny. His son sends him like the data about the Goliath program, even though supposedly the internet's not supposed to work because they only took it out, but whatever, that never comes up again. And he has like a 30, he like looks through the data for like 30 seconds. There's like a bunch of PDF files and video clips and all this stuff. And in 30 seconds of looking through this file, Ice Cube was like, oh my God, my whole life is a lie.
yeah.
I believe everything my son is saying. And this is what happens. Okay. You will not believe this. So apparently aliens crashed on Earth during Roswell. The
Hmm.
government got the aliens, they covered it up. All of our technology of computers and everything comes from that crash site. And the aliens are like tiny microscopic bugs who eat data or something, like as their food source. And that when the government was going to make the super spy program that collects everyone's data, someone was like, oh, it's the guy from Shield who wants to do this. He has this program to spy on every American and collect all this data. And this he's talking to some other guy, and the other guy's like, "Sir, you can't spy on all Americans and collect their data. If you do that, it will attract the aliens. Obviously, the aliens will show up to try to eat our data. And he's like, shut up, idiot. I know what I'm doing. The aliens aren't going to show up to eat our data. And then the aliens show up to eat the data.
Yes, so the evil government launches this program to collect data, and it sends a signal out into the universe that there's free data to be had here,
To
and we've
eat,
become a
yes.
target for alien invasion.
Does this not sound like the plot of a South Park episode?
It sounds ridiculous. Obviously, this whole movie is completely ridiculous.
Yes.
And none of it unfolds in any kind of cinematic way. It's just kind of thrust on you
Oh my God.
like an unwanted sexual advance.
Oh my God. Are you saying this movie sexually assaulted you?
It did. Oh, this movie's awful.
And then, oh, that's another clip.
Here's the
There's
little
another clip
bugs. I
here,
brought
but
up an image of the little bugs for you
okay,
guys.
okay.
So
So
you can
then
see them attacking.
they look like little fleas. Yeah.
Yeah, you can see them attacking a little thumb drive there. I don't think that's what kind of drive is that? That's not a thumb drive. But anyway, I think it's interesting. You can see this was made in 2020, 6/10/2020 when this movie was made.
Oh, is there a date there?
Peak pandemic. Yeah.
So, oh, he sent, so he's got the NASA woman like outside the government facility where the alien is like probing it with its stick. And
Hmm.
for no reason, he's like, you should go inside there and see what it's doing. And she goes inside and she sees that the alien dick has spread out on all the
Hmm.
servers and it's absorbing the information. And then he brings up on his screen, he decides only then to check the data in the site that the alien sticks his dick into. And he's like, as you're saying, it shows the data being drained like a gas tank out of the servers. And I'm like, why did he send her in there? Why didn't he just, wouldn't that be what you'd first
He
check?
already saw it. He saw it on his screen. He didn't learn anything new.
Yes. And then she gets attacked by the alien probes and almost dies. And I'm like, oh, you almost killed this lady because you told her to go inside for no fucking reason.
He thinks she is dead, and then she just pops up again.
And she's totally fine somehow. She's
And he doesn't
completely
even
fine.
ask, how did you escape?
Yes.
He's
Not
like,
only she
who cares?
not only is she fine, she's captured some of the alien fleas in little test tube, and she's like, "Look, I made friends." It's like, what?
If you saw those things, would you pick them up?
No.
I mean, they look
I mean,
dangerous.
I maybe if you could, because you want to study it, but so then he decides he's going to join up with the hackers. He's like, oh, okay, the hackers were right. We have to shut down Project Goliath because what's keeping the aliens here.
Well, he
It's
he
a
gets fired and he gets locked out
well,
of
wait,
the
wait, wait. He's not
systems.
fired yet. He's not fired yet.
What?
No. He decides he's going to join them, and then they say, like, he asks his son. His son is like, "I will get my hacking squad to come help you." So there's a bunch of hackers that
Mm-hmm.
join, and they're like, "Whoa, we're not going to work with your dad. He's NSA, and unless he gives us total immunity from prosecution."
He's
And he's
already
like,
fired when that
"Oh,
happens.
okay, okay."
Yeah.
So I guess it must have been before that. So his
He
dad,
he he gets fired and he gets locked out of his computer. That's when he reaches out to his son to get him back in the system. He's like, "Okay, I need my
no, no,
son
no.
now. He's a hacker."
It's before that because the reason he gets fired is that he makes his own video in like 10 seconds. He makes a YouTube video exposing Coulson and the government with Project Goliath, and he uploads it on YouTube, and that's when they fire him.
Okay.
Which, first of all, it's kind of weird because you're like, he just put out a video that exposed the government attracting aliens and spying on everyone, and no one in the government ever thinks to reach out to him except for Coulson who fires him. Like no one else is like, what the fuck is happening here? Like they just, oh, I guess you're fired now. No one ever will talk to you ever again.
He doesn't he I think you're getting it incorrect here. He gets the information from his son, looks
Mhm.
at it. He goes to Coulson and confronts Coulson. And just confronting
Oh, you're
Coulson,
right. You're right.
Coulson
You're right.
fires him.
You're
Yes.
correct. Okay, yeah,
And
that
then as
is
soon
true.
as he's fired, he gets locked out. And then
Yes.
once he gets locked out, he goes to his son to get him back in. And his son, they do a reference to, oh God, what's the movie from the 1980s? War Games.
Hmm.
Do you want to play a game? They do the
Yes.
War
Yes.
Games reference forever. which his son, I'm sure, doesn't know that movie from since he's like
No,
15 years old. But
he's a zoomer.
so his son gets him back in, and then he calls in all the hackers to come up with some plan to upload a virus and destroy
The aliens.
the aliens.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And that's when they say, "Oh, we want immunity." He's like, "Yeah, I'll
Yes.
give you all immunity." After
Yes.
he's just been fucking fired and locked
Yes.
out of his system, he can't give
Yes.
you immunity, dude. But anyway,
Somehow his son is not only able to give him back top secret NSA access, but like his whole internet didn't even work. Now he has internet again. They
yeah.
never explain how his son got the Goliath documents in the first place. He just, I guess, is this elite hacker and got them with magic. And when Ice Cube calls Paulson and confronts him very stupidly, like instead of going to someone else to be like, confront this to go to
Mhm.
whoever would be someone above Paulson. When he confronts him, the guy has no remorse for the fact that he attracted aliens. He's like, "You're stupid. The Goliath program is going to let us like spy on all Americans and know everything they do. And I air
Mhm.
gapped it so the aliens can't get to it." And it's like, who gives a fuck? The aliens are here. Like, what are you talking about? Like, fucking spying on Americans? Are you out of your fucking mind? It's like this
Yeah,
is so.
they've already done so much damage to the earth. It's crazy.
Yes, and he doesn't care. He's like, "No, we have to spy on Americans. We need more data." Like, why? Who
He
cares?
he's an evil guy.
Oh, and then when he gives all the hackers immunity, there's like a shot where it cuts to like the disruptor guy, or his son has to email him something, and you see that disruptor has a fucking Gmail account. It's like disruptor with like a one instead of the I at
At
gmail.com.
gmail.com, yeah.
And I'm like, the government can't find this guy. He's got a fucking Gmail account. They can't go back
All
on the
that
IP
stuff
or
is
something. It's
ridiculous.
so
Yeah.
stupid. Oh my God.
They didn't even give him a Proton Mail account.
No,
They
no.
don't know shit.
Okay, okay. Go to 1 hour, 1 minute, and 49 seconds.
Is this
Okay.
where he uploads the
Yes.
document
Yeah. Wait, it's
and
not
puts
49
it and
seconds.
puts
Where
his
is
little
it?
face on it?
Yes.
Really?
It's I thought it was this part. Hmm. Maybe I
Yeah.
wrote the wrong time code here.
He uploads anonymous style, but then
Yes.
he puts his face on it and everyone's like, "Oh my god, you're a hero." He's like, "Yeah, I'm the one that published these secret government documents."
Well, okay. I don't know. I have the wrong time code. I can't find it. So there's this weird shot where it shows like, oh, here it is. It's at 1 hour, 1 minute, and 38 seconds. Okay. And you can see who it was in the government that knew that the Goliath program would attract aliens before they started it and did nothing. Did nothing to stop it.
What's the Paulson shot?
No, no, no. It's like a looks like a text message
Hmm.
at one
Can't find it.
hour, 1 minute, and 38 seconds.
Doesn't really let you go super close.
We'll go to like you don't need the sound or anything if you want to just run it. You'll know it when you see it. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about. There's a certain senator whose name pops up, like it's a text message from the
Oh
senator.
yeah, yeah. Chuck Schumer right here. What's it
Yes,
say?
it's
Chuck
got
Schumer.
yes.
Goliath is not authorized to implement. Data collection at this scale will attract visitors again. Kill the program now. So Chuck Schumer was trying to kill the program.
So somehow Chuck Schumer knew that the aliens were going to eat everyone's data, and he knew that aliens existed, and he's been hiding it from Americans. And he's like, "No, you have to stop the program. You have to stop the program, otherwise it's going to attract more aliens." Fucking Chuck Schumer.
That's hilarious.
Do you think they asked him? Like they must have asked him to use his name. Like he's like, "Oh yeah, put me in the Amazon Prime movie with Ice Cube."
Maybe. I don't do you need permission for that? Maybe you do. I'm not
I don't
sure.
know. It's just such a specific person. Like,
Kill the program. No, he's
yeah,
the
it's
good
so
guy in
silly.
this.
I guess. Did a
He
shitty
tried
job
to
of
kill the
stopping it.
program.
Yeah, but like any senator, he's completely feckless.
I was talking about when Ice Cube reveals his face as the anonymous guy, and everyone's like, "Oh yeah, based, based."
Yeah, it's like a couple seconds right after that scene. Yeah.
Oh my, there's so much of the him doing the hands thing. What do you call
Yes.
that? Rubbing his palms
He's
together.
rubbing his little
He's like,
hands together.
"Oh yeah, well, get
Yes.
me some aliens." Courtesy of DHS, our government of the people, by the people, and for the people. So
Hmm.
he completely turns against the government
Yes. Yes.
and he becomes the hacker. Look at
Now,
this.
you would wonder because so Coulson, whose evil plan this is, and he fired him, and then after he fired him, all this is still going on. He's still in the DNS building. There's no like, why didn't Coulson pick up the phone and say like, arrest that guy in the building,
Yeah, send
pull him out
security
of
over and get him.
yeah, send security. I guess there's no one in the building. He's all alone in his building. No one can go stop him because no one ever shows up.
Everyone's dead.
Yes.
Don't think
So
about it,
then,
okay?
so then the aliens. Oh, okay. So then the aliens they make a little virus, right? And they are gonna try to. They're able to try to put they want to put the virus in Goliath, but before they do that, I think they put the virus in like the other normal government data centers, and it's like fucking up all the aliens. And then the aliens instantly know that the hackers made the virus, and they know where they are, and the little tripods like they collapse, like the leg parts collapse, and the little head part just like pops off like a supervillain, like a Saturday morning cartoon supervillain goes and like it pops off, and they start flying around. And you're kind of wondering, like, wait a minute, if
Yeah,
the alien
why?
tripods could
Why?
fly, okay, and shoot lasers, what is the point of having giant slow walking
Yeah,
legs?
what was the point of the tripods to begin with?
Yes, if they could just pop off and fly around super fast and shoot lasers.
So the heads pop off and fly around, and you're thinking, okay, this is escalation, right? But
Yes.
then later they go back to the walking tripods again. It's like,
I
oh
guess.
yeah, they just flew for that special mission, but they
Oh, I
fly out and they kill all of the hacker people.
yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, actually, okay. Well, actually, no, I figured it out. We're wrong. Okay. There's a plot reason they need the legs. They need the legs because they need the giant penis to
Oh
absorb the
yeah.
government data.
Well, they could have the penis and still fly. No reason
I
why they
mean, it's a
can't.
big penis. You need support. Okay.
The penis
You
should
need
wave
tripod. You need
behind it.
support for your tripod.
The penis should wave behind it as it flies.
Yes. But yes, all the other hackers that they enlisted all get killed. They all
They
get murdered.
all get killed. And nobody
Yes.
gives a fuck.
No one
They
cares.
were hacker scum anyway.
And then it
Poor
blows up
Thelma and
his son.
Louise.
Yeah, that's another weird old reference. You're like, why?
Did you
What hacker would name himself Thelma and Louise from the what year was that? 1980, 1970 movie?
when when they find out that the NSA guy is that the guy brings his dad in who works for the NSA, one of the hackers says, "Dude, I thought this was our safe space."
Yeah, oh yeah, I forgot.
It's like,
Bro,
I know. You said this
bro.
movie wasn't woke.
That's true. That's true.
Dude, I thought this was our safe space. That's like the meme right there.
Yes.
He's so
And
depressed. But luckily that guy gets killed 30 seconds later. So,
he gets killed. No one cares. Then they blow up. They're like, the aliens are coming to my house. You got to get out of there, son. And then they blows up his house.
mhm.
And it's funny
But
because it cuts.
surprise.
It cuts to like he has like a drone of like shot of his house, and there's already
Mhm.
firefighters like shooting little bits of fire, like
Oh,
water,
yeah,
and you're
they're
like
still
that.
working.
You're like that. How did they? That's like instant. The fire department like deployed instantaneously to try
Of
to put the
course. They
fires
don't
out.
have a data issue.
Oh, okay. I mean, it's a fire hose, right? There's no data, so it just works. And then but it looked kind of like AI generated, like the way that the
Oh,
shot
you
was.
think?
I 100% think it was. And so then you find out, surprise, the kid's not actually dead for no reason. When he was talking to his father, he had a green screen of his house that was fake. He was actually at someone else's house, and he like rerouted the IP to a different location.
Yeah.
And you're like,
Doesn't mention anything about all his friends just dying. All of his
never yet.
hacker friends are all dead now, but you know,
Never mentions his all those friends died, that he got them all killed. Doesn't care. Not to mention that they're all so stupid. None of them did this either. None
none
of
of them
them
did the
thought to
same
reroute
thing. Yeah,
their
exactly.
IP or anything whatsoever. Um, and then when this is revealed that he's like, oh no, my son's dead. He's like, no, I'm still alive. Ice Cube immediately on a dime flips to being mad at him for having their own house get blown up by aliens.
Yeah.
He says, I don't have insurance for
I,
alien attack. Why
I
did
don't
you
have
do that? I'm
alien
like,
invasion insurance.
your son, you thought he was dead and now he's alive and you're mad that the house got blown up. Like, fuck you. What? There's alien invasion. Shut up.
Not to mention all the other people got killed that he enlisted.
Who gives a fuck about those people? They served their purpose. They made the virus.
Yeah, but it didn't even work. The plan failed.
Well, no, no, no. No, it kind of worked. But then the aliens are going to the Goliath. They need the Goliath data for some
Mm-hmm.
reason. Okay.
Yeah. They need
And
the big data.
yeah, they need the big
The
data,
big
the new
D.
special data. And we find out that the Goliath data is being stored directly under the NSA building that Ice Cube is in the whole
Mm-hmm.
time, and he just didn't know it because he's a fucking idiot, I guess.
But somehow he gets out the door now. The locked door from earlier is now
Yes,
unlocked.
yes. Somehow he's able to get out the door, and so they come up with this plan where they're like, "Okay, you need to you need to take the virus that we uploaded, and you need to physically put it into the data centers down in the basement." And he's like, "I can't do that because I don't have a thumb drive."
Right.
And they're like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "There is no thumb drive in the entire NSA building. There's not a single thumb drive or any physical way to transfer data whatsoever in the entire office building of the NSA."
This is the one thing about the movie that actually seemed kind of realistic.
You think
Because,
that's real? I don't
well,
think
you're
that's,
going to be worried about data breaches all the time, right? And he says,
you could
we're
go to
not allowed.
someone's like private office and scrounge around at some drawers. Some asshole's gonna have a fucking
Nah.
USB stick somewhere. Like, give me a break.
They're not allowed to, he says, they're not allowed to have thumb drives because obviously they could have a data breach. So thumb
No,
drives are on the no at the
I don't
NSA
believe it.
building. But then when he gets down to the servers, there's like a slot. There's like 4 slots for a thumb drive. And I'm
Yeah, why?
thinking, why are those there? I thought
Why
that
are there
was,
even slots? Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't think
I
about
thought
that.
you could, it's like, wouldn't it make more sense not to outlaw the thumb drives, but just to make the supercomputer unaccessible by thumb
Well,
drive?
wait a minute. And there's another huge problem too. Okay, you don't need a thumb drive. He could just have a laptop
Mm-hmm.
and just plug it directly into the thing.
Yeah, the Ethernet, right?
Yeah, or no, you could just have a laptop and you just plug the USB to USB plug.
Sure. Yeah, that's a
You
good
didn't even
idea.
need it. The thumb drive is just a way to make it easier, so you don't have to
And
fucking carry your laptop around.
he's
Yeah,
on a laptop
and
too.
he's on a
He's been
so
on a laptop the whole time.
this is like this is the most insane part of the movie. So in order to get the thumb drive, and he
Oh
has on the
yeah,
Zoom
this is
call.
great.
Oh, okay, wait, but so the place he sent his daughter when she was like bleeding out is that he looks and every hospital's full because obviously every hospital's full. So he sends her to like a special DNS like area. And when she gets there, there's nobody there for no reason. Never explain why. It's completely empty. And so that's why the husband has to use Amazon Prime packing tape to tape up her bleeding leg. And so she seems to have stabilized for now. And so the plan is they're going to give her the virus. Then her boyfriend is like, "Listen, I'm part of the new Amazon Prime drone air delivery prototype job program. And so I will fly you via Amazon Prime drone the thumb drive you will use to save the world."
Yeah,
Okay. This this becomes 100% just an advertisement for Amazon Prime at this point, and I assume whatever this new service is that they want to roll out at some point.
it does.
And
It's
so,
ridiculous.
oh my
But the
god,
aliens, they figure out that the aliens are half biological and half computer
yes,
somehow. I don't know. They do some sort of microscopic blow
the
up,
NASA lady who she somehow tamed the fleas. She looked at
right.
it through a microscope.
She made a big discovery,
Yes.
which is ridiculous, right? She's like, "Look, I see DNA under a microscope. You see DNA."
Yeah. It's a
Sure.
very strong microscope.
I mean,
You
I
just
saw some blood cells. It looked
you
all
just
clumped together.
right. Why did she just say that? Why don't she just say, "Oh, they have blood"?
But no, this is the most ridiculous part. Okay, so
Yeah.
it's part biological and it's part computer. So
Yes.
since the woman, his daughter, is working on some sort of biological virus, she's going to take that virus and use it to kill the aliens, but they have to first digitize that virus so that they can put it in the computer.
Well, to be fair,
Explain that, Sitch. What's that? What's
listen,
happening there?
to be fair to the daughter, okay, she's not working on a virus. She's working on some kind of gene editing technology to
Mhm.
save to cure cancer or
But it's
something.
it's biological, right?
It's biological. It's a
So
gene
they're going to
editing
take the
biological thing.
biological
Yes.
virus, the biological material, whatever it is, right?
Yes.
And they're going to digitize it
Yes.
to kill the biological component of the alien.
Well, if you think about it, okay.
No, don't think about it.
If you,
It's
what
not
is
good if you
DNA
think
if not a
about it.
series of ones and zeros?
They say that in the movie. They literally say that in the movie.
I
The
know.
guy says,
I wrote it down.
the guy says, well, DNA is a lot like binary. What? Oh, man.
Yes. So she is able, like in 5 minutes. Okay, she's been working on some sort of thing to cure cancer. 5 minutes, she's able to transform her cure for cancer into
Into a virus, a
a virus
biological
for
virus.
aliens that
Yes.
is digitized. Her, I think her son is able to take it and digitize it with his hacking programming skills or something.
Yeah.
And so they get the virus, and then the husband is like, okay, I've got the Amazon Prime delivery drone. And he has like VR goggles and he puts them on and he's like, I'm gonna fly the drone to you. It's like,
Right. So he's flying through the hellscape of all the aliens, and the aliens are trying to shoot down the drone.
well, like they somehow, how the aliens know? They like somehow know that
They're
this
just shooting
fucking
it.
drone
They're
has
shooting
like
wildly at anything
the,
that moves.
these are the shittiest. How is it possible? You have interstellar aliens that have vaporization rays that are fighting the government, and they're like, we can't shoot this fucking shitty little drone from Amazon Prime.
So,
It's got to be going at like super fucking slow, going me. And
oh,
he's like,
I
no, the
know.
aliens are like,
Yeah.
no, we can't get it, we can't get it.
So Ice Cube has gone downstairs. Has he? No, he hasn't got the thumb drive yet.
No, he's downstairs when somehow. Well, you're skipping ahead because
Okay.
there's two important parts when he's
But
flying the
I
drone
just want to
to the
say, he
aliens.
gives
Okay.
all of his credentials over to his family so that they can
Yes.
have the godlike NSA powers that he has. So
Right.
now the kids are actually working the godlike NSA powers. And his son commandeers some sort of strike drone and is following the
Yes.
alien drones that are trying to get the Amazon drone. And he's like shooting the aliens down before they can shoot the Amazon drone.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
ridiculous.
His son is using his video game skills that they show he had in the beginning of the movie
Yes.
to take over, yeah, the government drone and to shoot down the alien spaceships. So a single US drone has that's flying around randomly has missiles on it that are able to blow up the alien spaceships, which are
Yes.
significantly
Yeah.
larger. Now, oh, and at the same time, we forgot there's
Where
a
did the drone
ticking.
pilot that was actually flying the drone go?
Well, that's a
What's
good
he
question.
doing?
That's a good question.
Oh
Where did
my
that pilot
God, my
go?
drone has been taken over
Right.
by the
But
NSA.
well, and it breeds the question, why the fuck are they not using these drones to blow up the aliens?
Yes. Yeah.
Because remember, the whole this is why this is so part of why this is so stupid is there's a ticking time clock element that they've now established where and it makes absolutely no fucking sense. For some reason, after Ice Cube shows the entire world that the government got the aliens to come through the Goliath program, even though that's been released, somehow Marvel's Agent Coulson is able to convince the entire government that no, they have to save this stupid Goliath data from the aliens. This data is so important that we have to save the data from the aliens. So their idiotic plan to save the data is that they have to send stealth bombers to fly to the DNS headquarters and blow it up
Oh
so
yeah.
severely that it becomes a pile of rubble on top of the data centers, which the data centers will not be destroyed magically somehow because they're so far underground that the aliens won't be able to access the data. This is very important while an alien attack is happening. And so Ice Cube has to stop the aliens before he gets blown up by the stealth bombers. Now, this not only is this fucking retarded, but it creates the problem, which is why don't the stealth bombers just blow up the aliens attacking the building, Adam?
Yeah, because they'll send more aliens, maybe.
I don't we've they've already shown in the beginning of the movie that the alien robots are very susceptible to getting blown up by normal military means, by bazookas, by tanks, by planes. They're just blowing these fucking aliens out left and right. And the only reason they only got the upper hand is because they were able to use the magic data to make it so that none of the government's military equipment worked. But now suddenly we have drones flying around that can blow up the aliens, and we have two stealth bombers that also are completely unaffected and can blow up a building. And the government is not using this to fight the aliens.
How does the stealth bombers? How do they get called off?
They just see that the aliens
What?
are not working anymore.
Okay.
So they just decided to not blow up the building, I guess.
Look, the alien fell down. Turn around.
Yes. Yes.
Mission aborted.
Yes. So then the other probably one of the silliest scenes in the movie of this
Yeah,
horrible fucking movie
we
is
got it. We got to talk about the homeless guys. That
yes.
we're okay.
Yes. So the Amazon drone's like dodging all the aliens, and finally it gets like knocked over by one of the aliens, even though it's
It
dodging
gets
every
knocked out
laser.
of the sky, and oh no, the
It
drone crashed.
it crashes, but it's still like operational. It's just upside down. Okay.
Right.
And it crashes like underneath a bridge, and there's a homeless guy. And I don't know why they did this, because he's a homeless guy who's like in a tent. He's got a little pop-up tent who's nearby. And
Right.
they're able to, using their super magic god powers, to
Call
like
him.
figure out what his cell phone number is. And the
Hmm.
daughter sends him a text message and is like, "Hey, can you flip over the Amazon Prime drone?" And the guy's like, "No, what the? No, of course not. There's like a fucking alien attack. There's literally an alien like standing like right over him." He's like, "No, there's an alien right there." And she's like, "If you do this, the government will give you free internet for a year."
Yes.
And then he's like, "No way. The government's just gonna track me if that happens." And I was like, What?" Like no confusion of like, what do you mean flip? Nothing like you need to flip over that drone because like the fate of the world depends on it, and we'll all die or something. He's gonna fight the aliens. No, no. She's like, oh, trying to bribe him.
Can you
And
imagine getting this text message on your phone?
I know I'd be like, what the fuck is this person
The
talking about?
government, the government's going to give you free internet for a
Yes.
year if you just flip over this drone. Go
And
into the street.
yeah. And so they can't get the guy to do this because there's an alien like 2 feet away. He doesn't want to die, which is
Mhm.
reasonable. And her boyfriend is like, or her husband is like, quickly give him a $1,000 Amazon gift
Gift
card.
card. Yeah.
Yes. And then he's like, you know what? I'm gonna risk my life for alien against aliens for the $1,000 Amazon gift card. And so even though he almost dies, he agrees for the $1,000 Amazon gift card. Which, first of all, is like
He
that's like the
already
number
has the
one.
gift card. Wouldn't he be like, bitch, you already sent me the gift card. Fuck you.
Well, that's true, but doesn't that seems like the number one scam thing? Like, hey, if you go do X, we'll give you the Amazon gift card.
I know.
It's like a
Everyone's
scam.
always, we're always paying in Amazon gift cards.
Yes, exactly, exactly. And so
He got
he
this.
does it. He's able to flip the drone right side up, and he sends it on its way for the
This
Amazon
scene is
gift card.
so ridiculous. So fucking ridiculous.
Just
He
yes.
runs out and he runs back. He's like, nah, it's too scary.
If you look at it's like an hour 15 and 41 seconds. It's so funny. You could just so you could see this. You have the POV of the drone, and it has like AI detection, and it's labeled the giant aliens as obstacles. You see in the bottom left screen the husband with the goggles on, like trying to somehow get through this shitty little drone is gonna somehow get through these fucking aliens.
Even in the end, they label him as an obstacle too. It's weird. So the homeless guy flips over the drone and the drone actually gets
Still
away.
works. Yes, yes. And then it flies. This drone is so powerful that it like breaks through a window, I guess, and it's flying through the NSA building, going down the stairs to get to, and in the entire building is able to find where Ice Cube is to deliver him the thumb drive. And then he plugs it in. He's like, no, he's getting like physically raped by an alien penis. It's like wrapped around him.
Oh, in the
He,
end, yeah.
yeah, at the
He
end,
gets totally reamed out good.
yeah, he's getting reamed by the alien tentacle dick. He's like, no. And of course, he's like crawling and he like plugs the USB drive in, like right as the alien, dick finally gets him. And then it cuts to somehow, because even though there's only like a handful of aliens at this data center, by getting this virus, like all the aliens everywhere on Earth just instantly die. They
Hmm.
just get killed by this stupid virus. And
The
then,
virus that the humans made.
yes, and
It's better
digitized.
than the original.
Mm. And then it cuts to like it makes it seem like he's dead. Oh, throughout this whole movie, while the alien attack has been going on, the dad, Ice Cube, has been writing this email to his daughter and son that's called "Being a Parent is Hard."
Oh my God.
It's so generic. Being a parent is hard. It was hard to raise you guys. And they have it like being read, like as if he died. And then, of course, you find out at the end that he's not dead. He's still alive. And everyone in the world, including Joe Rogan, there's a Joe Rogan X post where he's congratulating the Radford family for saving humanity from the aliens. And it's got a picture of Ice Cube giving the thumbs up. And it's weird. There's an Intercept article from it, and it's like then the some other government guy calls Ice Cube. And he's like, Ice Cube, you did good saving the entire planet. We want to give you a promotion so that you can run the new Goliath program, but you can run it in a way that won't attract aliens and will be more ethical. And he's like, fuck you, government. I'm done working for the government. I'm going to be working against you now. I'm a disruptor.
Yeah, how do you make a living as a disruptor? I bet it involves a lot of Amazon gift cards.
It does. And then it just ends. And that's the end.
It's so ridiculous.
Yes.
So it was more annoying the format, the style of the movie than actually the substance. The substance is pretty cringe, but it's like laughable. Is this camp? I know we've discussed camp many, many times. So
It is it's perfect. It's unintentional camp.
yeah.
The, like there's so many lines that I laughed out loud because it's Ice Cube reacting to something. Like this one part where he goes touchdown and it like zooms
Oh
in on
yeah,
him, and then he
touchdown,
says
touchdown,
he says he
touchdown.
says it like three more times. It's like, okay, you just saw like 10 people died, and then 2 seconds later he's like celebrating because he's able to hack, he's able to get his internet access back or something.
The touchdown, touchdown, touchdown was ultimate cringe.
Yes.
He's like smiling like he's in a Crest commercial. Touchdown.
Right. I have the time code if you want to bring it up.
The touchdown, touchdown,
It's at
touchdown.
58 minutes.
Oh, look at this. Sitch is ready for all the
Yes.
memes.
If you play, it's like just play it for 7 seconds at 58 minutes, the 58 minute and 00 mark. It's perfect. Okay.
58 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
Touchdown! Kiss my ass, Briggs.
I think I went a little too far.
Touchdown! 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 Kiss my ass, Briggs.
My God. So bad. It's so bad.
Kiss my ass.
Touchdown! Touchdown! Kiss my ass, Briggs.
There's so many little like if you like watching bad movies with friends, I highly recommend it. There's so many lines like this that are just insane. This like a lot of weird zoom editing and like so schlocky, so unintentionally schlocky.
All of the editing is horrendous.
Yes, yes.
The camera in everyone's face, the extreme close up of everyone. So
Mhm.
bad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is that the door? He finally goes to the door.
That scene, and I laughed so hard. I wish I had the
I
time code
thought,
for it.
finally, he's leaving the building. I can escape this hell torture I'm in. And he's
No,
like, oh, no, locked. Lockdown. Damn it.
that that scene right in the beginning where he's like when his daughter gets stabbed and he tries to go out of the room to save her, and he just like gets up and shakes the door and goes, "Damn, lockdown." He comes back.
He goes right back to his
I had
chair.
the I couldn't stop laughing. It was so funny. Okay.
Insane.
Insane. Anything else? Anything final notes on
Let me
this
look. Yeah, let me look at my notes here.
trash movie?
'Cause I
It's you
did.
know, if it was a huge mistake by Amazon to if they had released this like during COVID or right after COVID, people would have been like, yeah, this is trash, but they would have probably, I think, excused it a little bit because it was made during COVID. The fact that it's now 2025, so it's like years later, it just like why would you even release this? I would be like, just write this off as a loss, never release this fucking piece of trash. I mean, if I was Ice Cube or
This is
any of
the
the
number
people,
one movie in America. So that's what are you talking about?
if I was Clark Gregg or Ice Cube or Eva Longoria or any of these people, I would
You
just
would
be
pay
horribly
them. I will
embarrassed.
refund my salary.
Yes, I'd be like, as Ice Cube, I'd be like, please do not put like digitize my face, use AI to like put in another person's face on top of it. Don't let everyone know that I was in this fucking trash movie. Please, God.
That is pretty funny. They just dropped it on Amazon Prime, right? And people are talking about it. So
Because
I
it's
mean,
got 0% on Rotten. It's so bad. This is
yeah,
so
it's good
trash.
advertising. It's
Is it?
it's better than Rings of Power.
Unironically, this I enjoyed watching this way more than Rings of Power.
Rings of Power was cringe in a similar kind of way.
But Rings of Power was not funny bad. It was just bad bad. This is funny bad to
Mm.
me.
Yeah.
Like I'm a young lad. Okay, I wasn't like distracted by all the 3 million things happening on screen the way you
Don't
were.
make fun of me.
No, I'm autistic. I can just like zone out a bunch of like I can zone out all the nonsense and just like focus on one thing, so it doesn't even bother me. I don't
The
even react
structure
to
of
it.
the movie was the most painful part for me
It was very bad.
because it
It was
wasn't
very bad.
any kind of traditional movie format.
No, well, yeah. It would have been an interesting experiment, I guess, by in the hands of a talented director. It would have been very
No.
difficult in the hands of a talented director, let alone some hack like this. So
You just when he's watching the heart rate from her Apple Watch,
yeah,
there's no it's just not the same emotional content.
you don't think so?
And also the fact that the actors weren't reacting to one another in the same room. The fact that everything was taking place through a Zoom call completely undercuts the performances.
You
I
you don't think
question
you
whether
think
you
so?
could make this movie work. I mean, you talked about one location movies, but one location movies are a completely different animal next to this.
Hmm.
Nobody is in the same room type
Right.
movie. Even I mean, oh God, it would have been interesting to have one scene because the boyfriend and his daughter got into the same room. Have one conventional scene where they're actually together
Hmm.
and she's dying and he's worried about her. I mean, it would have changed everything. Well, it would have made everything else stand out as 10 times more horrible than it actually was.
I think if it was shot so it wasn't like the horrible everyone's on a Zoom call like visual, like it would make sense. Like if like for him, he could have been shot like normal, and then the other people he was interacting with are shot from the Zoom call, so it's more like a movie from his perspective. And it is about a guy trapped and he's like trying to make the decisions about like saving his family versus saving the world. I do think you could do I think it'd be difficult. Don't get me wrong, it'd be difficult, but I do think a talented director, talented writer, and talented actors could pull off that script, even though it would have the problems that you're talking about where it's not going to be as emotionally impactful because the people are separated by space.
There are no moments where he just steps aside and contemplates what's going on.
There's a moment where he looks at the screen and he puts his hands over his mouth and he goes, "Oh my God, aliens are attacking.
My God.
Oh my God, the aliens are coming."
Yes. Well, all the entire time I was watching it, I was thinking, why did Sitch want to cover this?
Because it's amazing. It's so funny. It's so bad. It's so funny.
Well, it'll spark lots of conversation, that's for sure.
If you, oh, I found the clip. It's at 28 minutes and 5 seconds is when he tries to open the door. And if you have the volume, he goes, damn, lockdown. It's like you just watched his daughter get stabbed by rebarb somehow. It's always so funny. I don't know if you ever saw, did you ever see, you saw Cloverfield, right?
Oh, of course, yeah.
It's such a stereotype. This is like a meme within itself. Some kind of giant monster attacks. It cuts away, cuts back. The person somehow has rebarb through their leg. It's like the most like generic like way to hurt yourself in a movie. Like, how does everyone get rebarb through their fucking little thigh? So it always happens.
He gives up so easy. It makes him look so bad. Your daughter's dying in the street and you're like shaking the door, and the door seems easy to just break down.
Wait, did you play it with the audio?
I turned the audio off.
Oh,
No.
turn the audio. You have to hear the line delivery he gives when he shakes the door. It's so funny.
Okay, here. Damn, lockdown. Here we go.
Damn it! Lockdown!
Damn it, lockdown.
Oh God, that looked like the most unsecure government door in like in any government facility. Like you could just like
The
push it
whole
open.
wall shakes
I know.
when he rattles it.
Yes.
I'm coming for you, baby. I'm coming for you.
It looks like it's glass too. Like you could just like break it or something.
The whole wall shakes.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm going to do my own tourniquet.
Yes.
How does she not? She's this researcher, right? This biochemist. How does she not know that they always say don't pull whatever it is out, because obviously it could be blocking the arteries and whatnot?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
She's like,
does
I pulled
pull
it out and I thought it would help.
Yeah, why would you think that? Every
It was
movie ever
actually
tells you not to
blocking
pull
my
it out.
carotid artery, but now, oh my
Right.
God, this is spurting and spraying.
I know. Every movie ever has, I thought, informed people like if you get stabbed, you're not supposed to pull it out.
Yes.
So there you go, kids. Don't pull it out.
Never pull it out.
Never
Don't
pull out,
be the
kids.
pull out king.
Don't pull out. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I think we got some super chats to
We
read.
do,
but
we do.
I think I got everything out of my notes. My big thing was I like the fact that they changed the ending so the humans were actually active. I hated the stylistic changes. I think the director was going for some Birdman thing.
Mm-hmm.
And completely, Birdman got nominated and maybe won a bunch of Academy Awards. I can't remember. So that movie was the talk of the town when it came out. Hardcore Henry did it better, but
Parker Henry was really good.
yeah,
Like-
Hardcore Henry was amazing.
That was a movie that I think even if it wasn't, they could have just filmed it normally and it still would have been an enjoyable action movie.
I don't think they held to the frame as religiously in Hardcore Henry of not cutting it, it being like one continuous take.
Well, no,
I do
they
think there was
hide. There's a lot of
cuts.
cuts that they hide. Yeah. I wish I wish Hardcore Henry was shot more normal because I honestly I don't think the first person thing is that like I didn't like it that
Compelling.
much. Yeah, I liked the plot. It was kind of interesting. I liked the guy that had all the robots, the different versions of himself.
Oh yeah.
It was fun.
The plot is great.
Yeah, it's a very fun action movie plot. The bad guys got telekinesis and everything, and they're like, "How do we kill this guy?" There's like that's like all that cool shit going on there. So I feel like you didn't need the first person like POV thing to make it work.
Yes. I liked it. There's a lot of action in that movie, so I think it makes up for I think it makes it work.
You okay?
Ooh.
You dying?
No, I'm okay.
Okay.
All right. Let's read some super chats and
Nomad for $5 says this review is sponsored by Amazon Prime Air, the future of Amazon delivery. Exactly. Exactly.
Of course, the entire movie was.
Yes. Now that listen, I'm all for Amazon Prime Air. That's pretty cool. I don't think you need to have some goofy fucking ad for it in the movie that's shoehorned in there in the most obnoxious way possible.
Amazon Prime is great.
Yes.
Amazon is a good product.
Yes. Sam Josh for $5 says, "What have you heard of Ari Aster's Eddington? Would you review it? It seems right up your guy's alley."
I've heard nothing.
I've never even heard of that.
One of you was saying Section 31 is worse than this. I think I saw some of Section 31, and it did actually strike me as, well, it was terrible. That's for sure. But it seemed like an actual movie. This didn't really seem like an actual movie. And a lot of the feedback was, what am I watching? What is this? Something is not normal here. What's going on?
Mm-hmm. Says Eddington is a 2025 American neo-Western satirical black comedy. Huh.
Well, I do like dark comedies, so I'd be all down for that.
Check it out, maybe. Libertarian Sasquatch for $2 says, "I'm convinced most movies are for money laundering." Well, that's why I don't understand. They should have just canceled the movie and written it off as a tax loss, right? Wouldn't that be like the money laundering move?
Yeah, they already laundered the money. Why do you have to release it?
Oh, you know what? Shinto brings up a good point, chat. He says, you need Amazon Prime to watch this movie. So what is the point of having an ad for Amazon Prime services?
So you don't cancel your subscription.
Okay. I guess.
How many people were brought in?
From 0 people were brought in.
Probably. You're probably right.
Yes. J-Mac is got 5 days. I'm going to die J-Mac for the $20. Says, so glad I caught a media stream live for once. I feel like you guys should have a different aesthetic for this channel, especially since Sitch's Avi. I DM'd you what I think Sitch should be rocking when you guys talk about movies and games.
Well, I'll check my DMs then because I completely agree with you. I don't know about that, J-Mac.
It's me as Cloud in the Cloud cosplay.
Yes. Yeah. You cosplaying.
Yes.
I do need to sit down and do a whole new aesthetic for this channel. So that is definitely incoming. And I think we're going to start doing a Thursday stream at 11 a.m. my time, 2 p.m. Eastern, and talk about whatever is the movie of the week or whatever people are talking about, right? Last week we talked about Fantastic Four. What are we going to talk about next week? I don't even know what's coming out. So
we'll see.
You guys can let us know your suggestions, obviously.
We did. I'm pretty sure we showed that picture before on stream. The me in the Cloud cosplay.
I can bring it up. Yeah.
You can bring it up. Sure. Yeah. There's me with Buff, J-Mac as Aerith, and Sammy, of course, as a beautiful Tifa.
Just going to go a still photo.
Yes. There you go. There's your Sitch face reveal right there. Look. Sitch body reveal.
Yes. Look at that.
Even though we've already showed this picture before.
J-Mac in a dress.
J-Mac in a dress, yes. He didn't even have to get a bunch of money from Sam. So,
what a cutie. He's got his little basket.
Yep.
That's a big sword. Is that Sammy's sword or your sword?
That is Sammy's sword.
Wow.
Yep. Well, Sam is actually Sammy's well, some of it was Sammy's cosplay. Some of it was like from Amazon, but she made the gloves and the wrist, the metal glove. You can't really see it that much because on my left hand, and the wrist, and then she styled the wig and painted the sword. And then she did all the Tifa armor.
Sweet.
Yeah, she's very, very talented. V Marie for $10 says, I wonder whose decision it was to release this movie after seeing it for 5 years is baffling. I'm enjoying all the discussion about this, though. Very funny. Yes.
I'm glad you liked it.
Yes.
Sitch had too much fun the whole time.
I had a lot of fun
rolling my eyes.
Yes.
I was in major geezer mode.
I paused this movie and when I was watching it, I paused it and rewound it like at least 30 times to laugh at a scene.
That's so good.
Gypsy Harlow for $5 says, why would the aliens need our entire data for food when the wiki for Christian alone would feed them for 1,000 years? That's
true. That's a great point. They should have done that. Oh, that would have been great. They're on
again,
the wiki for Chris Chan.
the whole concept, nothing about this movie makes any sense. The aliens want your data.
Yeah.
Why?
Why?
If
None of
aliens
that
eat
is ever answered either.
No, if aliens eat data, they can just make data.
Sure.
They don't need to steal data. They don't have to go across the universe to find more data and eat it.
Just a single camera feed.
What if they had a scene where like the aliens contact Ice Cube and it's like, and Ice Cube's like, why are you doing this? Why are you attacking us? Why do you want our data? And it's like, and he like, it's like a very like posh alien. It's like, oh yes, well, we're quite tired of our own data. We need to sample the delicacies of other planets' data.
Our data is boring.
Ah,
Your data is so exciting.
we're so advanced that we've eaten all the data we can possibly create. But you aliens, you come up with the best data. It's so delicious.
That would have been amazing.
And it's like, well, we would just see. You'd be like, well, aliens, what do you like? You could just buy our data. You could just
Right.
trade our data. We sell our data to everyone. We'll be happy to sell it to aliens. Wouldn't that be more Amazon friendly
Oh
if it
yeah.
was like
Sell them
instead
the
of
data.
yeah, they just sell the data, and then the point of the movie is Amazon's like, see, selling data could save the world.
Where are the aliens from?
Yeah, who knows? Uh, Righteous Indifference for $5 says movie was too unrealistic. No data eating alien species could consume all the internet porn we produced. Awful plan on the aliens' part. That is true.
Too much to eat.
That's true.
Far too much to eat.
See, you could have also done the movie, made it just like pure funny, pure camp. Like the aliens eat the human data and they get all like fucked up from all like the degenerate shit that we're doing. Like the
Another
alien tripods start trying to like fuck each other because they like consume like they're like we ate all the humans' data and we've discovered that 90% of it is porn. it's all, it like fucks up the aliens. Alien like robots are trying to like mac on each other.
Oh, that would
Why?
have been great.
Yeah, they should have done
Because it
something like
would have been
that.
a twist on the original. It would have been
Yes,
like, oh, they ate our data and they didn't realize
you're right.
90% of it
You're right.
was gay
Instead of the
porn.
instead of the gerbs killing them, the data, the pornographic data killed the aliens.
Yes, it was
That would have been
smut.
funny. That would have been funny.
The smut
Okay.
infected them.
Oh, it would have been perfect. Okay, because right now there's this whole conversation about like censoring the internet. In the beginning of the movie, they have like the world governments have gotten together to get rid of internet porn and to censor the internet. And then the aliens come and they're eating all the data. And at the end, Ice Cube's like, "You have to release the data. That's the only way to defeat the aliens." And they convince the world government to unblock all the porn, and the aliens eat it, and then that's what defeats them.
That would be so good.
That's the movie. We fixed it, everybody.
That would be great.
You fixed it. Righteous Indifference for not
Uncensor the internet.
Exactly. See, and then would have had a good message, and everyone would have been like applauding it.
Yeah. Internet porn saves the world. That would be the message.
Yes, exactly. That and then you would have the scene where like he has to fly the USB full of internet porn to like the NSA building.
How
Like,
much
quick, we have to
porn
get
is on
this
that
porn.
USB drive?
We have to get to the porn. And then Ice Cube, they're like, we don't have any USBs in the NSA building. I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah, so when the government made porn illegal, they made it so you can't bring any USBs to prevent anyone from bringing porn to the workplace. I'm telling you, this movie would have been hilarious if they just made it like funny on top
An
of it.
actual
Like intentionally
comedy,
funny.
a
Yeah.
legitimate comedy.
Right, right. Righteous Indifference for $2 says thoughts on the One Punch Man season 3 trailer. So if anyone hasn't been following, everyone's like really worried because One Punch Man season 2 was
Oh no.
way inferior. Season 1 was just so amazingly animated, and season 2 was not. And everyone's worried about season 3 because it's getting close to the drop date, and there's not really been any release trailers or any hype or anything about it whatsoever. They finally released a trailer, and it just looks super generic. They're not really showing a lot of action scenes. They show a lot of like still shots.
A lot
They
of
show like
talking.
they just show like still
Wow.
shots or talking. So I kind of wrote off One Punch Man season 2. I thought it's just totally cooked. It's not gonna happen. So I'm not surprised season 3 looks pretty shoddy, not great.
Did the second season come out? How many episodes were there?
I don't remember. It came out like last year or a year before that.
You wrote it off, and in that you didn't finish watching the whole.
No, I watched it, but I wrote off that it was just never gonna be good again.
Right.
So it's very sad. I really like One Punch Man, but it's very sad. It's the way it is.
Yeah. So do
At
I.
least we have our beautifully drawn manga, even though they destroyed the Garo fight and made it stupid. But that's just the way the world works. Lethal Train for $5 says, I told my daughter this was the best movie ever just to make her watch the train wreck. You're so evil. That's so evil and funny.
People were trying to do that with me when I launched the stream, trying to gaslight me into believing that it was actually good.
Fondue for 2 hours says, see, guys, vaccines are good for killing aliens. This movie. Exactly. Fondue for $10. Thanks so much. Says, I gotta admit, I'm actually more interested in watching the movie after your breakdown. I will expose it to all the people that tricked me into watching Sharknado. Look, there you go. Perfect revenge.
That is good.
Perfect revenge. Yes. Okay, that's it.
All right. Great fun. I guess I'll see you on Sunday, Sitch.
See you all Sunday.
Do you know what we're talking about?
I have absolutely no idea what we're talking about.
All right. Stay tuned. And we'll see you here, same time, same place next week to talk about another movie.
Yes.
Give us suggestions about what you want in the comments below.
Take care.
Bye-bye.